When fights have broken out around me, there's a certain energy that changes the room, and for me, it's life or death. I don't see it as like we're gonna get up and shake hands as friends later. I see it as like somebody's gonna die here. That's always the way I viewed it, and I think a lot of that has to do with the trauma my dad endured, and then was born into me through DNA sequencing. Through this stuff. You got to think humans are really. They talk about like open source artificial intelligence. Humans are really open source intelligence. We're not artificial. But everything that every human has ever learned over the history of time, plants to eat and not to eat, a dog to mess with and not to mess with, that's all within us, within each and every one of us. That is downloaded through the trauma that we've endured. We understand things that happened to our ancestors thousands of years ago. It's inside of us. We just don't hear it. That intuition, it's there. It's just such a small voice that you don't always hear it. If I can just get quiet enough, I have access to all the experience of every human life that's ever lived. I believe that. Not just my dad's. That's just close to me. But that really, all that intelligence is there. It's open source too. Everything that humans encounter, we learn from. And I believe it's passed down.
Just like it's something as simple as a head nod. You know how guys, I experienced it this weekend in Gatlinburg. I walked to a restaurant and walked around the corner, and some couples sitting at the table, and one of the men looked at me and we give a nod. You know that nod, right?
Yeah.
The nod. That's in our DNA. That's not